NHL.com is starting to come out with lists, Mike, we saw last week or a couple weeks ago top NHL centers. This time around, it's the top 20 NHL wingers. And this list right here is a little better than what I saw with the center ice position. At number 1, they have Nikita Kucherov, who is an Art Ross Trophy winner, a guy that could do it multiple times. They have him listed ahead of Alex Ovechkin and Taylor Hall, who is a league MVP. The reason for that is he's going to be around for quite some time, probably in that number 1 spot. May not score the most goals out of the group, but points-wise, oh yeah, absolutely. And if you're drafting fantasy-wise, Nikita Kucherov should be at least on your top 3 overall draft picks as far as selecting when you don't have keepers and so forth. Looking at the list, I don't really have much of a problem with the top 10, but I will say this. There will come a time, and it may be as early as this year, that Patrick Laine will score more than Brad Marchand. So I would almost look at 5-6 swapping spots. Claude Giroux has played wing, has played center. Jamie Benn is an Art Ross Trophy winner at number 8. Blake Wheeler was top 2 or 3 in assists overall. Artemi Panarin is a guy that is in a final year of his contract. Look for him to be traded to a contender because Columbus won't be able to sign him upcoming year. He is definitely a top 10 winger. I'd even go as far as saying that he could crack into that top 8 depending on who he's actually playing with. Now, when you look at 11 through 20, Mike, there's a lot of names out there that you sit there and you go, Philip Forsberg, I don't see Nashville that much. Mikko Rantanen, I don't see the Avs that much. Ricard Raquel, I don't see the Ducks that much. But Brock Besser, I don't see the Canucks that much. The Canucks don't score. Well, you're looking at multiple 30-goal scorers here on this list, and they're there for a reason. The only question I would say is, and I know Rusty's going to enjoy this commentary, and we'll get him in on it right away, is where the hell is Mitch Marner on this list? Because Mitch Marner is probably going to be a top 20 winger this season, if not in the next 2 seasons. I would go as far as saying he will be part of the top 20 this year in scoring for wingers because he's going to be playing with John Tavares or Austin Matthews. My guess is John Tavares on that list. Therefore, Mitch Marner, you can pencil him down for 30 goals this season and significant power play time on maybe the league's most explosive offense, with all due respect to teams like Winnipeg, Nashville. The Leafs are in that conversation, top 3. Scoring-wise, I think Mitch Marner's part of that list.
I agree. In fact, I think he could have like a crazy year. It comes down in sport to how many of the guys can you cover and how many opportunities do those guys get, in this particular sport at handling the puck. And, I just think that he could have I'll put it this way. It's like a receiver who's been or could be a number 1 on some other's team, and then he's not. And then he's like a 2 or a 3. Mm-hmm. That guy is going to catch like 1,000 balls that year. Yep. He's going to have a huge year. I think Mitch Marner's going to be that way.
I'll go as far as saying this. One more as far as we go. Mitch Marner could lead the Maple Leafs in scoring this year.
And
this is a very good team.
Yeah.
This is a very good team, but Mitch Marner could lead this team, and I would sit there and sign off on it right now.
That's a good prop bet,
You don't surprise me.
Yeah.
You don't surprise me. You are the leading scorer of this team. Rusty Bear, what's up?
Yeah, what do you think, Russell? And now it's time for the Russell Report.
Pretty much with the top 20, I don't disagree with it. I do think Marner could have slid in that 19-20 spot over Besser or Arvidsson. I think Brock Besser's a great player. I think it's a little hard to give him a top 20 wing spot when he hasn't played one full season in the NHL. But that being said, he scored, 32, 34 goals this year when he missed most of the season. So it's hard to argue with that. And yeah, I think Mitch playing with John Tavares has a very good chance of leading the Leafs in points this year.
So there it is. There's your top 20. Now, that's originally, that came from
NHL.com.
NHL.com.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yep.